Hey guys, what is up? As you can guess from the title, I'm gonna talk about this app called the KLSE Screener, which I think is one of the most useful mobile application for any Malaysian stock investors. You can download this application from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free and bring your stock investing routine to the next level. In this video, I will cover 4 key features of this application, and whether or not you have downloaded it, feel free to follow through until the end of this video because I believe the tips and guides will be very helpful to you. As usual, I appreciate the early thumbs up, and let's jump right into the content. Tips number 1 is to rearrange your contents to get access to the best features of this app. And the reason why I'm doing this is because the bottom bar is limited to 4 tabs. So look for the More tab at the bottom right corner. Look for Rearrange Contents. Click into it, and I will suggest you to rearrange the top 4 items in the following order. So the 4 tabs are Market Indices, Search, Profit and Loss, and Watchlist. The 5 remaining tabs are News, Screener, Brokerage Fees, Announcement, and Stock Alerts. I mean, news, you can get better news content from news apps such as DH Market and The Stars. For Screener, it is occasionally useful when you're looking for stocks with certain criteria. For Brokerage Fees, this is for you to calculate your brokerage or transaction fees, so not something that you will need it every day. For Announcement tab, it's very cluttered here, so you are better off just seeing individual stocks news. And for the Stock Alerts, you can set alert for stock price hitting a certain mark, so it's good to notify you for any drastic changes, and it's pretty self-explanatory, so feel free to check it out. And once you have all the features locked down just like the bottom 4 tabs below, then you are good to go for tips number 2, which is the watch list feature. And this is one of my favorite function of this app. So from there, you go to the watch list tab, and by default this is how the watch list tab will look like. So on the top, you can create a new watch list. So let's say watch. So now I have my watch list ready, and now you can go to the search function and add the stocks that you want into your watch list. So let's say I want to add Public Bank, so I type PBB. So there you go, we have the Public Bank stocks. I'll go into the details later on. So to add this, just click onto the bottom left star and add it to watch and click save. And now you should be able to see it in the watch list. There you go. So this is in the list view. I will suggest you to change it to the box view or the grid view, and there you go. Now once you have done that, you should be able to see the entire grid view in reds and greens as well as a black color. So green means its share price in the intraday has been increasing, and for red decreasing, and for black unchanged. And on the top right corner, click this icon and you can see there's a lot of functions that you can do with this tab. So you can add new stock, you can change view, you can rename or delete watch list, you can sort them by their name, price, volume gainers, etc. Then there's also announcement, news, and also notifications for the stocks in this watch list. Now I know before you say that you can do the same with your traditional trading platform, your Rakuten Trade, Maybank Trade, Hong Leong e-broking, whatever. The reason why I recommend you to put your watch list in this app is because you can save your time from logging in using the thumbprint or your Face ID, which is very useful when you need a quick glance in your busy day. So the next feature that I'm gonna talk about is the stock analysis page, and you can access the stock analysis from the search function or from the stocks that you have inserted into your watch list. So for example's sake, let's look at Genting Malaysia, and as you can see, there are 6 tabs. On the first tabs, you have the warrants and etc., and those are usually for traders. So investors or beginner investors, you can ignore this tab. And the second page is the main page where you have the rolling 4 quarters financial ratios like EPS, NTA, DPS, PE ratio, return of equity, dividend yield, and etc. And scrolling down, you will see the news related to this Genting Malaysia, the announcement, and the comments of certain farmers, but let's just say forget about the comments, alright? And to the right tab, we have the financial reports, and you can change the view as well. And this is where you get a glance of its quarter and annual earnings. As you can see its revenue, its net profit, its profit margin, and etc. So pretty helpful. Moving on, let's look at the right tab. So this is the historical chart. This is mainly for traders purpose, but feel free to look at it as well. They have interactive charting intraday up to 10 years chart. So for investors purpose, let's look at the long term. Let's click into 10 years, and as you can see, this is not interactive though. Yep, So this is a 10-year chart of Genting Malaysia. If you want the interactive version, go for the interactive charting. And this is basically a ripoff from the trading view, but it's very handy because you can look at TradingView and Malaysian stocks all in this KLSE screener. And moving on, we have dividends tab. So this is where you see its interim dividend and also its final dividend and whatever lah. So you can see they have the X date of the dividends, the dividends payment date, how much is paid in terms of ringgit per share in the middle, and it tracks back to the entire history of the company. And on the right side is the capital changes, and this is mainly for the bonus issue, stock splits, rights issue, and whatever corporate exercises. And what I would suggest you to do is to compare the ratios and numbers in this particular tab and compare it with the annual reports or the quarterly earnings, and this will help you tremendously when you are researching for any stock. And next is the P&L tab or the profit and loss, and I love this tab more than my Maybank Trades platform because this app shows me the impact from the brokerage fee, which my Maybank Trade platform doesn't. So back to the main menu, we look for the P/L tab, which is in the middle, and create a new portfolio, say watch. Okay, so this is my new portfolio, and this tab is where you can track the ups and downs of any trades that you have made. So for example, for Genting Malaysia purpose, let's say we did a transaction for Gen M. So let's say I bought Gen Malaysia at RM2.50 for 100 shares, and for the fees wise, you can manually key in around 8 to 10 ringgit, but I fixed it to automatically calculate it from the button on the right, and you can do it in the brokerage fee tabs. And for date purpose, let's say I bought it in the 10th of June, just for illustration purpose, and save. So there you go, you can see that Genting Malaysia RM2.10 right now, and I bought it at RM2.50, and I hold 100 units of it. So my profit and loss at this stage, including the brokerage fee, is minus 66 ringgit, or down 25.1%. And the value of this purchase is currently at 210 ringgit. Now you can repeat this step to add more stock. Let's say I bought Public Bank, PBB, and I bought, let's say I bought it at 15 ringgit, just for example purpose. I bought 100 stocks of Public Bank at 15 ringgit, and let's just say 4th of September 2019. So save, and there you go. Currently Public Bank is traded at 15 ringgit 44 cents. So I hold Public Bank at a cost of 15 ringgit of 100 units. So currently my profit and loss is positive 15 ringgit, or a gain of 1% return, and the value is 1,544 ringgit right now. Now the best part is, what if you have made a few transactions for this stock? Buy and sell, buy and sell. So if for example, I buy a few more times for Genting Malaysia, then you can click into this Genting Malaysia and it will show you all the purchases that you have made, and you can click in to see what are the dates and the details of the transaction. So this is very good for you when you want to do your record. So those are mainly the features that I use on a daily basis, and this is the app that I would totally and strongly recommend to you, whether or not you are a seasoned or beginner investor. Of course, there are plenty more apps out there. You have investing.com, Yahoo Finance, i3 Investor, Bursa Malaysia app, whatever. But when it comes to Malaysian stocks, nothing can beat this KLSE Screener app. So yeah, that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below if you love this app, or you have any recommendations or suggestions for me to review any other app. If you like this video, please help me hit that like and also subscribe button down below. It really helps me a lot with the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching, and as usual, I will see you in the next one.